So this is not a PVL weekly match. This is a scrim. It's going to be BluntForceTrauma versus 3G, or GoodGameGoons. Getting ready? Let's roll. Or delete WoW and just make... Somebody make an RTS. People will still play RTSs. I would still play it. Anyway, first ban, Chognar. That's totally inappropriate. Second ban, Grak. Those are odd initial bans. Ignis, I get, because I assume that 3G does not have an Ignis player. There we go. Cricknack gone. That I understand. Don't really get the Grak. Maybe they've seen the 3G guys using Grak and they just don't like it. Marja is gone. This is going to leave a lot of really interesting characters in the mix. We're going to get Aram, maybe. Yibneth, there you go. That's, I can dig the Yibneth. So 3G, you have the first pick. Surely you're not going to pick Baldum? I mean, I'm digging the Xenio thing. I like the Xenio pick just because I'm just on it with Xenio right now. First pick on the BluntForceTrauma side, we get a Net and Talanis. I think it's a little early for the marksman. Well, I guess it's early if you're going to take Talanis. Ooh. L'Oreal. Show me some of that L'Oreal action. I like it. L'Oreal and Yorn. So we've got the Beefcake with Xenial. We've got L'Oreal with the Melt Your Face Off. And Yorn. He's Yorn. Zephyrus, Flash. Thane. Now clearly this guy has the Thane skin. I don't really think he's going to pick Thane. Or is he? He does pick Thane, and we get a Zuka. And I am on record admitting that Zuka gives me nightmares at night. That guy, I just do not like Zuka. He has ruined a lot of fun for me. Boo Zuka. But he's probably going to be the MVP or something. Because that's what Zukas do. They're just hard to kill. He's just hard to kill. And finish it up with Omen on the BFT side. So we've got not a lot of tankiness on the BFT side, but they've got huge potential for damage. On the 3G side, we've got substantially more health. The Xenial is going to give them a lot of viability pretty much everywhere on the map. Thane is going to be able to cover what Xenial doesn't have to. And I mean, between Zuka, Yorn, and L'Oreal, they should be able to do a solid amount of damage to back it up. They don't have a lot of CC, I'd say. I mean, Yorn's got the Yorn's one. Xenial's got that jump stun. L'Oreal's got a slow. I mean, whenever she gets those explosions, he's got some control, but not really CC. Well, his 2 does slow, so a little bit, but both sides really don't have any kind of shutdown except for the Omen. Flash just frustrating. This ought to be a really interesting match. I feel like realistically the higher damage output team has better potential. But you know what? I'm going with Xenial. You got everybody spreading out. Doesn't look like... Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna get some jungle coverage, but they're not gonna invade. I don't think. Yeah, flash mid. Looks like Xenial just covering. Xenial does take punish, so he's gonna build Leviathan. And Flash really just does crazy damage, but is in a lot of trouble. He almost dies. This L'Oreal is just not letting up, but ends up being in a pretty bad spot. She's still pumping out damage, but she is definitely getting low on health. I feel like that Annette, yeah, that Annette could catch her in a bad spot, and Flash can get damage out and get out fast, so I don't know that L'Oreal should take too many risks this early in the game. Meanwhile, bottom. Now that was solid timing on that 2 from Annette. Slowed that thing and basically eliminated his ability, which that's kind of cool. Got the group just chilling. I think they were just expecting the other team to move in, but they didn't. L'Oreal coming up from behind. Really going to cause some damage just based on the way she was playing 30 seconds ago. But ends up backing out instead. I feel like positioning wise, that was a great position to be in. Zuka's there as well. Just going to wait till L'Oreal gets jumped on. But Zephyrus, they are able to get some damage out there. L'Oreal is going to go down, and that's going to put Zuka in a bad spot. But Zuka can get out of it. But barely. Meanwhile, Thane taking a lot of heat. Xenial jumps in. Everybody just trying to stop these guys. Not getting kills. And it looks like the tower ended up taking the Zephyrus down, which is definitely frustrating. You got the push, but just not able to get away in time. L'Oreal just keeping that mid clear. Dragon is up, but nobody really moving for it. L'Oreal just trying to prevent them from getting the option, but there's still 3 there. They are going to pull it. L'Oreal blows her ult. She's going to be able to do a crazy amount of damage. That Flash nearly dies, is able to get back out. 3G rotates in, and now they're in a great position. Yorn just trying to stay out of vision and just surprise them. Get the gank. Not able to do so, but they just rotate back and clear wave. L'Oreal just rotating back to her lane whenever she wants and still somehow managing to keep it alive. That Flash is putting her in a really bad spot. She's not able to get the kill though. This fight in mid is where it's at. Still 3-on-3 on bot. Flash and L'Oreal still going at it. These teams want this dragon bad. Everybody's in. Zephyrus taking a bunch of damage. Doesn't go down. L'Oreal is able to take the Talanis down. Flash jumps in. Just Flash stuff, man. Oh, and he gets hit in a bad spot. Nearly dies. And 3G is able to take the dragon. Finally. Both teams wanted that dragon bad. L'Oreal, meanwhile, back in mid. And top, Omen. No one's really even paying attention, but Omen is going to take this tower. I'm gonna be honest, I don't exactly understand the rotations, but it seems to be working. That should free Omen up a little bit. After he pushes that lane a couple more times, he'll be able to help. Thane in a rough spot. He's not gonna get out of that. Yorn was there. L'Oreal not in a good spot. She is gonna go down. Is she? Crazy damage from L'Oreal. Still alive. Annette should take her down, but not. The Xenial jumps in at a really close time. Is able to get the heal on the L'Oreal. L'Oreal does go down to a tower, but is able to get the kill on Annette. That's a lot of pain coming from that L'Oreal. That Talanis in a really rough spot. That Yorn able to reach with this passive, and they're going to end up taking this tower down. So that gets everybody even on towers. Flash just trying to keep everything rolling. Blaine on the Xenial really trying to cover the whole map and not doing a bad job. Flash pretty much just waiting. Knew L'Oreal was on her way. Don't know that he knew the Xenial was there, but the Xenial, like I said, is just covering a lot of area, which is exactly what you want to do. And this L'Oreal, man, I'm digging the L'Oreal. This is the kind of L'Oreal I want to play, that I just cannot do it. Flash trying to shut him down, but there's just more there. And they both get smoked. Annette and Flash go down. Talanis right out of range and does not want to be in the range of that L'Oreal. Gonna try to shut him down, but Thane just essentially pushes her out, and L'Oreal again. She goes down, but it's just because, oh, you know, Omen doing Omen stuff. So we've got Omen and Zephys pushing back this wave. But there's, I mean, the lane's covered. They're not going to be able to get that push any further. Zuka, I thought was going to get is going to get jumped by the 2. Not going to be able to take Omen out in time and get smoked. Yorn trying to make up for it, but not able to do so. This Zephys is chasing him down pretty hard. Xenial jumps in, and now Zephys is not in a good spot, but he is able to get away. We got 4 on his tail, and they run right into the BFT team, and that's, I don't know who's going to win this. L'Oreal just wrecking shop. She's got her ult out. She's doing damage. Annette goes down. That's a double kill. Potential for a triple kill, but instead the Talanis is able to stop the L'Oreal. L'Oreal's on fire. Yeah, there's no tank, so. But you don't think with the 2 tanks. I mean, that's a lot of health to have to manage. Yorn randomly died over here. And the dragon is under fire. BFT should be able to take it down before anyone on the other team even notices, which is definitely ideal. They'd take it down at about 9:10, which means it will respawn in 48 seconds. We got a strong push against this L'Oreal, and L'Oreal just dies. She didn't fight, she just died. They just did a crazy amount of damage way too fast. Zuka jumping in, trying to take out the Annette. And good timing on the Xenial because he's there. Saves the Zuka completely. Flash gets wrecked. Xenial a little overzealous with his jungle search. Not really sure that was the best play. And yeah. Thane just getting vision on the river. Everyone rotating toward the abyssal. I mean, honestly, if you know the other team's there, and you know your team's not there, and it looks like they're just going to jump in. Xenial, now, yeah, good timing. Jumps in, gets the heal off, and he's chasing. Not really able to, and then L'Oreal, man. L'Oreal just is not letting up. Until now. L'Oreal goes down, and it looks like the 4-man squad from BFT won that, but Annette's in bad shape now. Zuka doing crazy damage. Flash and Talanis able to save her. There are no minions up for a while, so they're not really going to be able to push waves, which is it's kind of a rough spot. Everyone's hurt. They're going to jump on the abyssal. Omen's got enough health probably to tank it, so they're just going to take it out as quick as they can. We got vision on the Slayer, but nobody wants to jump on it. Zephyr's going to try to take out this Yorn, is going to be able to do so. And Dragon goes down right as that happens. So L'Oreal not really overextended, but not in a great spot with the other team rotating the way that they were, but is able to get out. And it looks like we're about to see a real push. Maybe? Nah, there's just a lot of problems between you and the goal. You may just want to back out. Zuka jumps right on top of that Omen. There we go. They jump right in. Yorn just gets burnt. L'Oreal just goes down. Everyone except for Zephys is in good shape, but Zephys is probably does get out. Meanwhile, Xenial is just sort of there. No one's even bothering to attack him. And now he's the only one alive. Not going to be able to do much to slow them down. There's 4 of them. They're pretty much all full health except for Zephys. And it's hard to jump in. Now's a good time to jump in with the under tower, but you really have to question, like, when is a bad time to jump in when you've got 3 guys that are just gonna rip you apart. BFT definitely on the move. They got a wave. Couple of waves on bottom. On top they've got a wave. Mid they just took out the tower, so they're gonna get super minions in mid. And BFT in really good shape right now. They've got 3 bottom. Omen rotating. So we've got 4. Zephys still clearing jungle, but close enough to the team. Yeah, definitely. Zephys getting a lot of damage in on this Yorn fast. Xenial jumps in. L'Oreal's there. That Zephys is done. But Talanis goes down. Zuka goes down. Everybody's in on it. L'Oreal is in bad shape. Ends up going down as well. Flash maneuverability is just crazy. And the Flash ends up getting a double kill, takes Thane out. Triple kill. My bad. Triple kill. They've got minions. They should just be able to take the core. Xenial's not going to be able to stop that. Yeah. And that's so that's how that went. Xenial did take a lot of damage, but it wasn't spread as much as they probably would have liked. That L'Oreal though, comparatively, that's a great load of damage. I mean, you don't want 8 deaths, but he was wrecking it early on. So, match number 2. So, the question is, how do they react to that? They get first pick. Let's see. I'll see how that. Oh, is that what that is? Yeah, I figured it was a target ban or something. I knew it had to be. Ah, but I like the way you say that. He does have the Grack pick. I didn't realize that was his go-to. Yeah, really, Jimi Hendrix. What a great name. That's just awesome. Props to Jimi Hendrix for being Jimi Hendrix. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing games after this. So, get me in. Alright, let's rock. Match number 2. And with everybody on opposing sides, should see different bans. I assume Grack is going to be banned regardless. Since apparently Blaine is an absolute monster with him. Lindus I can dig. Chognar. I like the team specific picks. It just lets me know that people are paying attention. And I like it. Yibneth is out. Everyone be surprised. Ignis. And Crickneck. There it is. Okay. So first pick on the BFT side is going to be Illumia. Zephys. And in no way was I promoting Illumia. She's the worst character in the game. Baldum. And I think my audio just, yeah. I don't know what the deal is with this audio. Joker Liliana. We're gonna, oh, whoa. I'm moving stuff around. I should not be allowed to touch things. Oh, man. What did I do? Alrighty. There we go. We're back on track. And now, we're going to drop air server again. And we are going to reconnect, since this thing just refuses to act the way that it's supposed to. I can hear it on my iPad. You probably can too. And there we go. 17. No audio whatsoever now. Well, that's not ideal. Hey, audio's back. Look at that. You know, I really shouldn't have to do that every time. Let's get this back on track. Said that about 30 times tonight. Let's get it back on track. Alright. Let's roll. L'Oreal is back. And you know, I do like the idea of the no tank option with people like Annette. Just adds something a little bit different, which is always good. Which is why I want to see this stupid this new character. Now you should be able to hear it a lot more. Alright. That should be better for the audio. L'Oreal just really, she wrecked it early last game. I don't know what slowed her down. She was still continuing to push, but I don't know if it was maybe a team thing. I do not understand the Baldum pick, because Baldum is pretty well known to not be the best. They are going to buff him in this upcoming patch, but I don't know that it's going to be the buff that he needs to be more viable. But if you can nail his ult, it can be incredibly useful, because you can totally outzone. If you can land it right, you can outzone pretty much whoever you want and just kill those who are not caught in it. Which can be, it can be really useful. Yeah, I turned the game up a lot. And Baldum goes down. Probably needed a little bit of help from not a Thane. Yeah. Abyssal goes down. I feel like BFT really, I can't say that they won the draft. I mean, the Violet, I mean, Zuka, I mean, like someone mentioned, Zuka in lane is strong. He definitely is. L'Oreal was playing really well last game, so you got to give her some props. And they jump right on top of the Zephyrus, and he's going to get away anyway. But L'Oreal is just not having that. Baldum missed the ult, which is unfortunate. Annette is able to get the kill on Thane. Baldum's still there, doing his thing. Yeah. And L'Oreal gonna die. And that's not really much exciting I can say about that. L'Oreal just gets caught and brutally murdered. They're putting pressure on these lanes. Well, specifically the bottom lane. There's nothing going on in mid, which is odd. I feel like these mages really need to get ahead to be able to be effective in these fights. Annette kind of blew that a little bit early. Baldum just able to take her down. That's nice. He hit somebody with the ult. Unfortunately, it was Annette, and she is able to get away. And the rest of the team moves in. Annette gets a kill after the Baldum ult. Thane doing everything he can to zone the Zephyrus out. And my sound just screwed up again. This is really annoying. But that L'Oreal gets the double kill. Nearly a triple. Is going to get the triple, I think. Oh, it's so close. And kind of puts Liliana in a bad spot. All you got to do is hit that too, but she got close enough to the tower and was able to get away. Nice job by the Liliana, just getting away. Zephyrus doing crazy damage to a Thane. But he's able to get away. Everybody just trying to get away. L'Oreal, man. This L'Oreal, I'm really digging it. She ends up going down to the Liliana ult. No, to Annette. Just a lot of kills. Yeah. Just a little too early on saying that they escape every time. But finally get that tower down. It's a lot of pushing to get that one tower down. But that's what it's about. Violet keeping mid maintained. We got a nice little push from Annette and Zephyrus. L'Oreal really hungry. It's a nice, solid job on the Joker. Zuka just trying to do something. That Annette is really doing a pretty good job. And Baldum jumps in, tries to get the Annette back, but her ult is just insane. She does go down. Zuka goes down in the process. There's just a lot of kill trading. It looks like BFT may be able to get 2 more, but it just so happens that it's the heaviest health characters on the team. Up top, L'Oreal versus Zephys. L'Oreal still just laying it down. Zephys is not going to be able to get out of that one. Joker, however, almost able to get the kill on both. Yeah, on both of them. That was a solid job from Joker, just trying to keep the pressure on, and he rotates back up and takes the tower. So all three level 1 towers are done. Let's see what happens now. Got everybody kind of rotating into mid. L'Oreal not in the best spot, but doesn't seem to really be worried about it. She gets away. Violet kind of out by herself. Really need a tank up front, but the Thane is just not there. Baldum rolls in. Baldum and Thane together. But they're really right on top of the tower. They don't want to extend. I understand you don't want to overextend, but that just leaves it so that the other team can take the dragon without any real effort. They finally push back. Baldum shuts 2 down, but not able to really make that big of a difference. Joker die. I mean, just people going down left and right. But not a lot of, I don't see as much focus, I guess. It's like they're just killing whoever they're close to, and they're not really focusing on the back line specifically. Baldum just kind of, unfortunately, just being ignored. I mean, he has potential. There's a really good play by the Baldum, to be honest. Nearly took Liliana down. But Liliana moves right back in, and Baldum nearly dies. But Thane right there, able to push forward. L'Oreal, man. I really like this L'Oreal. I'm not going to say his name on the stream because that's just ridiculous, but after all that pushing, the red team loses one of their one of the secondary towers. Mid tower is nearly gone as well. Red really needs to get a push going. Instead, Zuka goes down. I'm just not going to say it. Nothing's wrong with his name. I'm just not saying it. And honestly, if my daughter, who plays this game, ever comes to me and says, "Hey Daddy, what does that mean?" Nah, man. It's just gonna make me mad. I'm not saying it. Yeah. Nice push from Thane. It's like they're a little bit out of sync, I think. L'Oreal in trouble, doesn't care, still pushing. I love it. She is able to get away. That's one of the great things about her. She has really high mobility. It means he needs more name change cards. That's what that means. Just a lot of zoning, a lot of people just searching for vision, just trying to get an idea of where everyone's at so they can make a play. Dragon is up and enraged. No one really pushing. Dragon appears to be coming soon. From one of these, there we go. L'Oreal just does not care, jumps in. Unfortunately, she does go down in the process. Baldum there, still no. It's like no one's even. They're just ignoring him and just taking everybody else down. Thane apparently is the better option. Baldum gets the ult, shuts 3 of them down, and that really was the moment that everything kind of shifted. Baldum with the ult, nice job. Zephyrus just gonna jump back out. He's just in and out, just trying to get damage in and survive. Violet, not a good move from the Violet. Can't really blame her. She probably didn't know he was there, but you've got to know Zephyrus. I mean, that he did not make it very far. Thane goes down. This L'Oreal or this Liliana is on fire, and then she dies. By who, you might ask? The L'Oreal. I mean, there's 3 of them there. She doesn't care. That's maybe over interest in kills. And looks like BFT is going to be able to get the dragon before anyone gets there to respawn. Zephyrus gets the buff. Yeah, they definitely overextended. And I don't mean to hate on Baldum. I think he has potential to be a good character. And like someone said, L'Oreal is insane situationally. Baldum is good. I mean, he's pretty good situationally. I just think he needs help. They need to buff his kid a little bit. Joker just takes the Violet out without any real effort. Zuka goes down fast. And L'Oreal is... It's almost like L'Oreal is tanking. She's doing the damage. She's staying alive. 3G, guys, you gotta get back. And Liliana able to get that ult. I cannot do that on. I cannot do that on Liliana. I can't ult anybody unless they're like 3, like right in my face. Just can't do it. They get away every time. Thane just taking a lot of heat. He surprisingly lives. Baldum is there doing his best, just trying to create some kind of zone, but not able to do so. They're just laying the damage out so fast he can't really react. You got minions pushing toward the towers. You got minions pushing hard up top. That's definitely enough to take that top tower out. L'Oreal gonna have to respond. Omen is there. And L'Oreal drops her ult, gonna do a bunch of damage. Is able to take the Omen out. She's gonna rotate down. Minions bottom are gonna be a problem though. And top. There's just a lot of minions moving in. Red team has got to get some control over these minions. You gotta push waves. And that could very well be the end. I'm digging this Liliana. I can't do it. But I like watching other people do it. Balled him, doing his best. But I don't know that it's going to be enough. And L'Oreal just laying the damage down. They do. And we got the one tower up. They're trying to get control of the minions, and that gives BFT just enough time to get the to get the Slayer. Maybe more than enough time to get the Slayer. And that it looks like this is going to be the deciding fight. If 3G can hold them, they can probably push hard, but it doesn't, yeah, it just does not look like that's going to be the case. Dragon's there, just laying the damage out. Liliana is making it happen right now. Thane, you're not going to be able to do much against that. And essentially all they need to do now is just take the tower, or take the core, and that's what they do. That's going to be GG. Substantial difference in